there was an original core group of wrestlers in PWE, and then there was like a second wave of guys, and then the Believe guys came in.
Yes.
How did those changes affect the product?
It changed a lot as the workers started pouring in from all the local guys being so close to each other, and these new guys come in. It started mixing the locker room up pretty bad as far as guys being jealous of other people and stuff like that, and the group just didn't go well together.
Okay, who were the backstage leaders in PWE?
The backstage leaders will be Luis Matos and Martin.
Okay, what was their leadership? What was their presence?
Well, they were the owners of PWE. They were the founders of PWE, and you know, Luis was a good leader. You know, he had a good head on his shoulders. Martin had some pretty good ideas, and I mean they worked well together. But at some point in time, I guess Martin had got jealous of Luis Matos, or vice versa. I don't know how that relationship ended up crashing.
You were the Ultraviolent Champion.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that? Being the champion, what that meant and what those matches were like?
Well, being the Ultraviolent Champion was real big for me because I have always liked the hardcore scene, and being the first, not the first champion, but for the first time in Florida, I got to be an Ultraviolent or hardcore champion. So it was real exciting for me.
Can you tell about your matches as the Ultraviolent Champion?
Oh yeah, I had some pretty good matches against Mark Mandrake. I had a great historic match with the Biff, and that feud still goes on because he beat me for my Ultraviolent Championship, and I was never able to get it back. So me and him are still fighting to this day in ASW.
Explain to me the different titles in PWE.
Well, the Ultraviolent was very it was very new as far as it wasn't just hardcore. It was hard hitting, just a strong style. It wasn't really just about weapons and stuff like. It was just a strong style match. You had the Hybrid Championship, which was one of the greatest creations I think ever, as far as the little guys doing a lot of flips. Is very exciting. The tag team titles, which I hold very dear because we was the first tag team champions in PWE as far as me and my brother Jay. He had the heavyweight title, which I never had a chance to hold. But I mean, they just had so many great ideas, and it was sad to see PWE go. But
what was tell me about the feud between the Gangsters and the James Boys.
Me, my brother, and the James Boys. Well, the James Boys, great tag team. It was something that we couldn't, like, it was very exciting as far as the different matches, and we just kept going out there week after week, putting on something new. It was never the same match. You never got to see the same match. James Boys, very old school. I like to think of myself as somewhere in the middle, as old school and new school. My brother just new school, and it was just very interesting of the different things we got to do. Very exciting.
Now, a lot of your matches and your dives outside the ring still live on the internet. How does being able to see those affect the legacy of PWE and yourself?
Oh well, it is. I mean, it's great because I did a lot of things in PWE that a lot of people didn't think I could do, as far as diving, jumping off the rope, doing flips. Me and throwing my brother like halfway across the room, and just to get the crowd going, and the crowd loved it. They ate it up, and it was just the PWE is this very great place. It should have never went down the way it did. It was just a chance of, well, not even a chance. It was a mistake of bringing new people in and thinking that they needed help from other people. That destroyed PWE.
How did bringing Believe in affect the morale in the locker room?
Well, like I never have problems with any wrestler that comes in, but there are certain groups of people that probably think they're better than other people. Like when you come in and you get to work for Believe, you get to work for Vintage, you get to work from these, think of yourself as a very high level wrestler, which you should, but you should never put down the guys who's trying to come up. And there was people coming from the Believe thinking, putting down people, and that affected the locker room a lot. That really did.
Is there anything else you wanted to cover?
Well, as far as the Gangsters was concerned, I wanted people seen a lot of different changes as far as the Gangsters. It started out with me and my brother, and then we started bring in Randall, we bring in another guy, and so a lot of people seen different changes. Now, due to what happened at PWE, my brother no longer works, and I'm trying to get him back. So that's just the only downfall that PWE ever done for the Gangsters, but we're gonna try to get it back. And if you keep watching, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Why doesn't he work?
He doesn't work. He got jealous at somebody who was working for the Hybrid, and somebody who was in PWE. I guess maybe a lot of people seen him as the best in PWE, and they didn't care about nobody else. They just cared about this one person, and he felt that he wasn't getting the respect that he should have.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right.